Pacers games, and your team competes with some of the best teams in the league. Open our mobile app for the upcoming promotional schedule. Association and the Indiana Pacers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff members. The next home game is Rally Powell Day, Pacers fans.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. Pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. And it's Justice in at the point guard position. And for the Pacers, at the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. They'll be topping out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Huff in at the 5 spot. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
The drive by MP, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Halliburton, no good. And the Bucks with possession. Pass to Kuzma. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. There's the lob to Portis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Excellent lob, and Portis made sure to power it down.
Halliburton outside. Toppin passes to Halliburton. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Golden State.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
So it's the Bucks now, after Indiana gets the 3. Justice the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, that's a great two-player set. Portis setting a screen and moving with purpose. Nice work offensively.
Halliburton against MP. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Great timing. Giannis able to complete the oop.
Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Huff. Now Halliburton. And the Pacers another 3.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but By the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Here's Mathurin after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Mathurin against Kuzma. Lock at 6. Halliburton is screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Toppin. And the 3 off target. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Now, here's MP. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. That one good for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Toppin. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State. Toppin sets a screen for Nembhard. Pass to Huff. Mathurin against Kuzma. Puts it up. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. It's deflected. Halliburton with it. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Golden State.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every...
This time out here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Kevin, back to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. In the corner, it's Toppin. 20 feet out. And he stays with it. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That's good. And it's McConnell with the assist.
Even for Halliburton, that is deep range, but this guy has the...
There's Giannis taking flight.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Over Trent. Shoots from the block. And it's Mathurin getting it to go. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 6. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Halliburton. Down low, Halliburton puts it in.
And when you have Halliburton's size as a guard, you should be comfortable working inside.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Back to MP. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Toppin. From the arc. And it's Halliburton missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Justice. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pacers trail by 4. Now Mathurin. Oh, good on the 3. MP outside. Giannis sets a screen for MP. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
The Pacers making a change here. Huff's checked in. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
What a block. You have to admire Giannis's willingness to challenge shots at the rim.
Pacers trail by 6. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Huff. And here is Toppin. Indiana moving it around. Connects from three-point range. Halliburton's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's MP. He's got 10. Kuzma can't get it to go. Fires the 3. And Indiana, another 3.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Trent outside. Back to MP. To the inside. And Kuzma slams it in.
Really good activity there in that pick and roll. Kuzma, a real strong sense for what he needs to do in those sets.
Outside Mathurin. Now, here is Halliburton. 24 points for him. Toppin, no one around him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Trent outside, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
While most players can dominate with their scoring ability, he has done it with his passing. No doubt that he is the catalyst for this team on offense. And when players are cutting or moving to open space, he has found it.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Portis is checked in. Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist in the game. Pass to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. To the middle. And finished off by Halliburton.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
Portis fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, just a good job here in the second. Pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. Big reason why they're in front.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton.
Well, we know Bobby Portis is a fan favorite, but the reason he's a team favorite is because he plays hard and does a lot out there. He's affecting plays on both ends.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Great communication on the alley-oop.
Just another day at the office for Antetokounmpo. This guy consistently puts up points.
And here's McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Toppin sets a screen for Nembhard. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Toppin. MP finds Antetokounmpo, throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for him.
Pass to Toppin. Down low. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Now, Nembhard. Now Toppin, 7 points in the game. It's Nembhard on the wing, defended by Trent. McConnell, that one's off, still out of sync.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to McConnell. 1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Pacers now, a 12-point game. Pass to McConnell, shot clock at 5. It's up a 3.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing. Well, I feel for him. He's trying to make a play, but hasn't had an impact this quarter.
Mathurin with the ball, picked up by Kuzma.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
MP kicks to Kuzma. Back to MP. Bucks passing it around. And here is Trent outside. And it's McConnell with the rebound. McConnell's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. MP against McConnell. Basket counts. MP's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Toppin. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, here's hoping for a speedy recovery.
Hold up. Some of these injuries aren't that bad. They should be back out there playing already.
Listen, Shaq, just because they gave you a doctorate doesn't make...
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Their passing was...
And that concludes halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Outside, the wings are Nembhard and Mathurin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the center position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Just as the pass to Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
For Milwaukee, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
From deep, Milwaukee with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Portis sets the pick for MP. Takes it inside, and MP throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home. Another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Tapping a screen on MP. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
First team foul.
Milwaukee on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Halliburton with it. 26 points for him. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Portis, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Pacers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Huff passes to Halliburton. Hits the target from 18 feet. Halliburton's got 28 points for the game.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Halliburton against MP. Back to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Halliburton, no good. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-4 run. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter. Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Halliburton on the wing. And Halliburton slams it in.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
Here's Justice. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 5 assists tonight.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Halliburton against MP. Here's Toppin. Hits it from 3-point range. Toppin's got 12 points in the game.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
MP deciding where to go with it. Trent can't hit. Pacers trail by 21. Here's Nemron. The rebound by the Bucks. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes in. MP's got 11 in the second half.
Wow, that was no wet spot he slipped on, folks. He just plain broke him down.
Yeah, you don't see guys weak-legged like that very often. We'll be seeing that play for weeks to come.
And he makes good on the layup. 25 points for MP.
Well, Trent Jr. certainly isn't relied upon for passing, but he's not a selfish player by any means.
And stolen by MP. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Kyle Kuzma. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
MP kicks to Trent. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication, we're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
The power and grace of Giannis, making it look easy like few others can.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Smith checked in for Bobby Portis. A.J. Green comes in for Antetokounmpo. Prince is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Anthony subbed in for Trent. And that one, good. Nemard's got 7.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
MP inside. He's covered by McConnell. Nothing going down low on the shot from Justice. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. And Nemhard has it in the corner. No good on the triple. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Green, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
The drive by MP. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
And Indiana shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. McConnell passes to Nemhard. Good, and McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Smith, no good. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Toppin kicks to McConnell. Anthony against Nemhard. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And stolen by MP. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Smith with the stuff.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the pass to Mathurin. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, the small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Gary Trent is out there with MP. And it's Portis in at the 5, down low.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And stolen by MP. And it's good for 2. MP's got 31.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Halliburton against MP. Count it. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
The touch on Halliburton's shot really opens the floor up for him, letting him get to that mid-range.
There's the lob at Kumbo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Tapping kicks to Halliburton. The 3, and the 3 ball is good. Halliburton's got 39.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's MP. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
5 to shoot. Here's Mathurin. Rebound, Milwaukee. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. MP outside. Pass to Kuzma. This one for 3. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Halliburton for 3. It's good from long range. Halliburton's got 42 in the game.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
MP with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Halliburton for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Justice the pass to Antetokounmpo. Portis a screen on Halliburton. Here's Justice, and MP throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Halliburton, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Halliburton. And the dunk by MP.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Halliburton finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Halliburton's got 44.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
It's good. And that's now 37 points for MP.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Over MP. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 13-5 run here.
Come around.
There's the lob to Portis.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Halliburton for three. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Smith checked in for Bobby Portis. Taurean Prince comes in for Antetokounmpo. Kevin Porter's checked in, and another assist for him.
And this man keeps dropping times, tied for the fourth most ever in an NBA game.
The vision and the passing from him, just unreal, guys. Pass to Toppin. Back to Halliburton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Halliburton's got 48.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists. Yeah. Another possession, another assist.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
That one will put him tied for third in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen. Here's Halliburton. And, yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Smith with a screen on Halliburton. Justice the pass to Smith. MP kicks to Porter. MP outside. Here's Prince. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
And the foul called on MP. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This one was over with.